Shout out Malak. Salvation music. That's what he said. That's the type of music he makes. Salvation music. We ain't calling it Christian music, Christian rap. None of that. Like, not saying that it's not, but because it don't sound like what traditional Christian music would sound like, or what a traditional Christian artist will put out. Salvation music. I'm trying to reach a certain audience. The people that don't know God, the people that need help, the people that's lost, the people that's looking for something, and that something can only be found and filled through Jesus Christ. Like, your life is hidden inside his hands. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to save people. I'm trying to help save people. I'm just a vessel God using to do that. I'm planting seeds and I'm praying that somebody else come along and water it. That's it.
What makes your music stand out from others in your lane?
Like I just said, it's not traditional Christian music. Like, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being a Jesus fanatic in the music. Like, every line you mention in Christ or the church, or it's nothing wrong with that at all. But that's not me. Like, bro, people, I'm pretty sure it's very few people that have not heard of the name or don't know anything about Jesus Christ or Christianity. If they wanted that, to the knowledge that they have, they would seek it. But most people don't really understand the Bible, don't understand who Jesus is, don't understand why he came, why he was sent, who the Son of God is, who God is, so what he could do for you. So I'm putting it in a way that I'm going to give you reality. Like, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to speak from my experiences, my point of view, my life, my trauma, my battles and things I'm dealing with. So you see that it's real, but at the same time, you see the progression. You see what he bringing me through, what he brought me through, like where he taking me. I'm just being transparent. Like, I'm not trying to fit into no box. And I'm trying to reach people, like I said, that's lost. I'm not trying to, my target audience is not the people that already know God, that the people that's already in the church. If they receive it, if they relate to it, that's cool. And I'm not excluding them from it, but like I said, our job is to be light to people in dark as the body of Christ. We're supposed to be finding the lost sheep. We're supposed to be feeding them. That's what I'm trying to do. So you gonna be able to tell that in my music.
Do you feel like your city influences your style?
Not at all. Last time, I'm not putting myself in no box for nothing. And I don't have a city to claim for real. Like, I'm from I spent my whole life in 2 different locations. I don't sound like I'm from this place. I don't sound like I'm from that place. I carry certain traits or characteristics from this place. I carry certain traits and characteristics from that place, but certain slangs from here, certain slangs from there, but it ain't, I don't sound like, I don't even know nobody that make music for God in Cleveland or Baltimore. So, not saying they don't exist, but I ain't, like, yeah, not at all. I'm me. And however God lead my pen, that's what you're going to get. However I feel that day, that's what you're going to get.
If you had to compare yourself to another artist, who would it be?
As a matter of fact, I'm going to go back. On the influence, I'm going to leave that at that. Like, it doesn't influence me as far as... The only way I would say that it does influence me as far as, again, who I'm targeting. So, yeah, I may speak on a certain thing or make my music in a certain way so that people can receive it, so they're not looking at somebody like, he holier than all. Like, no, I done been through probably a lot of the same things or all of the same things you went through, but in a sense of influencing me, like, like, oh, he sound like he from... No, you're not going to get that.
Okay. If you had to compare yourself to another artist, who would it be and why?
I don't do no comparisons. If I'm comparing myself to somebody, David from the Bible. Simply because, like I said, like, when you read the book of Psalms, it's really just him, like, he giving you wisdom, but he's speaking from his point of view and his experiences, crying out to God. Like, he being transparent, he letting you know his struggles, his love for God, he being his authentic self, but it's all for the glory of the Father, and that's really all I'm doing for real. So, and one of his main struggles, or one of the struggles that stood out with him, was the fall with Bathsheba. Women, basically, lust. That's my biggest problem, my biggest issue, my biggest struggle. So, I'd say David from the Bible.
What's your proudest moments in music so far?
I've been making music forever, but I started like going on a run in 20, it was 17 or 18 all the way up to 2019. And I was putting music out, but right before I stopped, like I had accumulated so many songs and that I had never put out. Them probably is my like I got songs to this day that I didn't put out. That'd be like, dang, sometimes I wish I would have, but I don't regret it because I'm in a different space musically and in my life as a person, period, because of what I believe. But I'm saying all that to say, I was building traction at that point. And you know, people ain't looking for what's not in front of them. So when I stopped, I didn't have an expectation for one to keep doing music after that, but for two, for people to still be looking for me to be releasing music. So, but that's what it was. Like when I took a break because of my change of beliefs, because of me learning, because of me becoming who I am right now, it was still people reaching out to me saying that they still listen to my music or asking me when I was gonna drop more music or telling me that I need to get back on that. So whether I was talented or whatever, it just showed me like the impact that it was impactful, and me thinking how impactful my music was in the world. And I'm rapping about, I'm not saying like it was evil, like I was just promoting a whole bunch of wickedness, but at the end of the day, you either stand for God or you are serving for the devil. And I wasn't being used for God. Granted, I could listen to some of my songs and see like I could hear my soul crying out for change, but somebody could listen to them same songs and do what I was doing and what I was talking about and be misled, walking in sin. So now me recognizing the fact that people wanted it and they was looking for me to still drop music and wanted to hear it, the change in what I'm rapping about now is gonna be all the more impactful. So that's what means the most to me, like that I got people looking for it. I got people that, like I said, I'm trying to reach the lost and people that need it. They looking for it.
Who's your dream collaboration?
I really don't have no dream collaboration. If I was gonna collaborate with somebody, I'd say Keon Boone. I lock in with him. Hezekiah, I lock in with him. I get what's his name? Marvin Sapp. I'll have him on the song. Singing though, like background vocals or something like that. And I'll throw Rod Wave on the song. He just had to get on. That's questionable. In the past, I would throw Rod Wave on the song. If I throw him on right now, that's up in the air. Like, but he definitely had to be talking about what it is that I'm standing for. So, yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years musically?
How can I say it? Creating like a new lane for the type of music that I make. Like I said, I don't consider it Christian music just because of the connotation that come with that, and it don't sound like traditional Christian music. Granted, that's what it is. It's all for the glory of God. It's all to save souls. It's all to bring people to Jesus. But it's not traditional. So I'm like, I want to be somebody that when people think of salvation music or, you know, Christian music, they think of it in a different light. Like, oh yeah, you know, like somebody could turn this on in their car and ride through wherever. They could play it. I ain't gonna say where they can't play it wherever, but low key play it wherever, and do its job. It's gonna minister to the people that need help. It's gonna resonate with the people that's in certain type of positions. I just want to be somebody that, you know, like I said, is recognized for building a new wave in that way. But however far the Father want me to elevate or take it, that's where I'm gonna be. I just want to make an impact.
What message do you want fans to take from your music?
Jesus Christ, He the way, the truth, and the life. It ain't no other way to God except through Him. He can help you through any and everything that you need help with. He could give you the deliverance, the healing, the freedom that you're looking for. You can't find it in drugs. You can't find it in women. You can't find it in money. You can't find it in people. You can't find it in chasing love through people. None of that. Like, you can only be free and only have real peace and know real love through Jesus Christ. So, and within that, you're going to have a personal relationship with God. So, yeah, just seek Him, get a relationship with Him, pick up the word. Don't be scared to stand for what's right, because time running out. Like, we are in the end times for sure. And the door to salvation ain't always going to be open. So, don't trick yourself out of your spot in the kingdom trying to fit in with people who don't care about you for real, or really, this life temporary. How many people you know live to 100? How many people you know live to 90? Like, that's not common for real. So to sacrifice 100 years of quote unquote good living or YOLO type of mindset or doing whatever you want to do to end up in a lake of fire forever, it's not worth it at all. So just put your best foot forward today and seek the Father through His Son. And He'll give you everything you need, and life will be a lot better in that way. You're still going to have challenges, still going to be tough, but it's tough right now. You got challenges now without that. So you want it to be hard and you rewarded in the end with something that lasts forever, or you want it to be hard and, you know, temporarily you find satisfaction in certain things and all that's not going to last.
What's the wildest thing that happened at a show or studio session?
So this low-key happened during the session and after the session. So the situation, I had went to record, Psalms 151. And earlier that day, this was a couple months ago. If you know me, you know I'm married, you know I got a family, you know, like, that's my life. So I'm going through a divorce though, but granted, I'm married right now. I'm saying all that to say, I went to record that song, and that song is about betrayal, loneliness, you know, losing friends, like just crying out to God for real from where I was. But that day,